event where we have your host, me, Bobby Sanchez, and here's going to be our first round. We're located right now playing at Game Inc. At Game Inc. Oh, we're about to start the timer. Okay, please forgive me, guys. This is my first official stream. All right, and we're going to be starting the timer. Let me just find. Okay, and we're a little bit off at the time, but that's all right. But we're located in Edinburgh, Texas. We're playing at a store called Game Inc. Um, and so right now we have Luis Ramos on the. He's going to be player one. He's running Darth Vader with hiding, perception, and fire control. He's got 3 fourths on that one. Major Vermeil with director clinic and stealth device. Duchess and Wampa. Duchess, by the way, is running the optimized prototype from director clinic. And then on the other side, we have Zachary Ferguson running beefy Obi-Wan Kenobi with the afterburners, supernatural reflexes, which is really, really good on him. I maneuver like crazy. The title, the Delta, which is one, sacrificing a defense dice to add an attack dice. And then the R2 Astromech, which is going to take a disarm token to be able to regenerate windshields, followed by Anakin Skywalker running Afterburners, same the Delta 7B title, and R2 Astromech to regen those shields. Let's go in, both players are already putting down their dials. On that one, it seems we're still waiting on two more on Luis. And I just once again want to thank you for supporting us here at Top Gun. X-Wings, thank you so much. This is our first official tournament stream, so we're still trying some things out and trying to test them out, but any feedback would be much appreciated. Just seeing how we can get better, maybe some suggestions or anything, but we're trying to grow this community here and really appreciate all the support on that. Okay, so let's see our players right now. All right, so it looks like Zachary Ferguson's already done with his maneuvers, and now we're just waiting on Luis. So still having the new obstacles, the clouds, the gas clouds. The gas clouds, what they do is if you go over them, you just skip your perform action step. However, you do not roll for damage. And then shooting through it, when there's obstructed, you will roll one additional attack dice, but you can turn like the old afterburners, the 1.0 afterburners, where it can turn into an evade. And then if you run over the debris clouds, any ship that goes over will roll stress and will have to roll for damage. If they roll a crit, they take damage. If they roll a hit or anything else, nothing happens. Okay, so we're gonna start with Wampa. All right, so Wampa's just gonna charge in there with a 4 straight. All right, so Wampa leading the charge. And so we have our stream token, so we can see that he's gonna be focusing as well. All right, so next we're gonna go to Major Vermeil. Ring the dial. All right, so he's doing his adaptive. All right, so this is adaptive, 1 straight, followed by his maneuver of going a 1 straight. Well, he has to do adaptive airline. He flipped the dial before doing adaptive airlines, but the player must do adaptive airlines unless you're Duchess. Duchess is the one that doesn't have to. All right, so focusing as well before you reveal. All right, so next we're gonna go to a 5. So which Luis has initiative. Zachary Ferguson had 192 points, but gave the initiative to Luis. Okay, Ariel, adaptive. He's going the 1 bank to the ship's right. Make sure that's there. And then his maneuver is a 2 straight. Alright, and so setting up a nice little kind of spreading thin, kind of hard to predict where Obi-Wan or where Anakin's going to be going, both completely opposite ends of the corner. But Luis trying to set up, trying to see where they're going to go, trying to pass out. Oh, there's that focus action. Alright, now, so two straight from Obi-Wan, no supernatural reflexes. So that's just his regular down. And so let's see. So he's going to be boosting away from the ships, trying to catch up with his old buddy Anakin Skywalker. Maybe trying to lure Luis's forces out, and then going into once they're regrouping, flanking and getting into it. All right, now Vader going a two straight. It's funny seeing Darth Vader go against Anakin Skywalker, knowing that. All right, so he's gonna be barrel rolling. All right, ready, placing the temple down, lining up the marks. All right, lining it up. All right, now he's screwing up a little bit, and that was his regular action. He could spend a force to do another action, and using spending a force. So spending a force to use an action. All right, and now finally Anakin. All right, there's that two straight. See, two straight is a safe maneuver. Seeing that depending on where Luis's force is going to go, he can use Obi-Wan to keep going straight, and then having Anakin boost towards Obi-Wan, or like he just did, having Obi-Wan going towards Anakin. So now using Anakin Skywalker's ability, when if there's no one inside the firing arc from range 1 to 3, that he can spend a force to do a boost or barrel roll action. So that was a force. And now his actual action is a boost. So both players spending two force to do Anakin Skywalker action, force action. And looks like nobody has any shots, so we'll just go to cleanup. Alright, so cleaning up. Both players declaring if they have anything in the end phase. Nothing, just checking right there. Alright. Alright, so just curious to see what Luis is going to be doing. Is he going to commit to Obi-Wan, which Obi-Wan can easily five straight, boost, supernatural out of there, very hard to catch. You're going to have to focus fire on him just to get him out. And then with all those force tokens, he's just hard to hit. And same thing with Anakin Skywalker. But the way it looks like, he's trying to lure Luis's forces with Obi-Wan and then Anakin coming around. So at which point, Luis could commit to Obi-Wan, just going full force, trying to get some arcs, or turning in with 2-on-2 with Darth Vader and Duchess going after Obi-Wan while Major Vermeil and Wampa trying to go after Anakin Skywalker. So Anakin already down. He already knows what he wants to do with Anakin. Alright. Oh, Darth Vader's down. So both Skywalkers, future Skywalker, future Sith Lord, and young know what they're doing. Alright, so it looks like Zachary Ferguson's already set. Putting both dials down. Oh, okay, checking it down. Making sure. Alright, just making sure that's exactly what he wants to do. Alright, and now just waiting on one last dial on Wampa. And you remember Wampa's ability, if a ship does not attack him, he can roll one extra attack dice. But if a ship attacks him, he spends the energy and he's back to normal attack. So you need to decide, do I want to attack Wampa? Do I drain that? He's more of a nuisance than anything, trying to soak up damage, trying to just be there to the end. Alright, let me just clarify and make sure everything is good. Yeah, alright, looks like both players are agreeing already, so we'll start with Wampa. Alright, so Wampa will be doing a 3 bank. I'm sorry, a 2 bank. Alright, looks like he's trying to get away from Anakin Skywalker. Action. And focusing. Alright, so now we're going to go to Adaptive Airlines with Major Vermeil. Oh, knocked it over just a little bit. Trying to just put it there. Alright, oh, knocked over one putt just a bit. Alright, so there's that one straight. And they're trying to determine if it's going to be a bump. Hard to see from this angle. He's good. Alright, so that's his Adaptive Airlines. So now his actual maneuver, which is a one straight as well. So Vermeil kind of just playing it safe, going down the middle, seeing where Obi-Wan's going to be turning. And there's that one straight. Trying to go in there. Seeing if Obi-Wan can turn left towards Major Vermeil or trying to do that 5 straight, trying to get out of there. Still having that afternoon. Oh, measuring for target lock. Yep, it is there. Got that target lock in Obi-Wan. Really trying to focus him down. Alright. The Duchess with Adaptive Airlines. Alright, looks like a 1 bank. Trying to straighten itself out. Alright, there we go. And now Duchess's actual maneuver would be a 3 straights. Alright, just really trying to go after Obi-Wan Kenobi. And once again, Obi-Wan with supernatural reflexes could decide what he wants to do, spend enough force to do a booster barrel to try to help her reposition. So a lot of options. Looks like Luis deciding between a boost, I believe, or a barrel. I don't believe Duchess can boost. I think it's just a barrel. Okay. And he is barrel rolling. All right. All right. So now we're gonna go to Obi-Wan. Let's see what it is. All right, and Obi-Wan just trying to get out of there. He knows that perhaps 2, 3 arcs on him is just gonna be a little too much. So just a normal 5 straight. Has an option to boost or barrel roll. After that, and has an option to do afterburners as well. So just because of the ship's ability, he's spending an action to do a force charge to do a boost action. And now he gets his actual action. And he's doing a barrel roll. So no supernatural reflexes, but still, you see the maneuverability of Obi-Wan and Anakin Skywalker. These forces, you're spending their force just to barrel roll, to boost, and 5 straight. I mean, going super fast out of there. But having 1 target lock on him, so hopefully. And now Vader looks like a 3 bank. Decided perhaps that he wants to turn in. Oh, that's some good flying. Alright, just fixing the readjustment right there. Darth Vader, the TIE Advance does not have a boost, but it does have a barrel. Instead, he's just going to use a force. Okay. Alright, now Anakin Skywalker. Looks like Anakin is coming in. You know, maybe not committing anything too much in case Luis would want to turn in towards Anakin and change directions. Okay. Now it looks like the ability, spending the force to boost or barrel. And he's using it to boost. Playing it safe at first, and he knew he had that boost to come in. Okay. So moving one bank, then boosting 1 forward, and then a barrel. Just all kinds of ones from Anakin Skywalker in all kinds of different directions. Okay. So now we're gonna go to combat. So we'll start with Vader. Just to make sure, even though Vader doesn't have any shots, we gotta make sure and get in flow of these things. Okay, Vader. Okay, nothing. Anakin. Checking to Wampa. Yeah, it looks like it's there. Range 3, unobstructed. Anakin has force to spend. He's got two force to spend for modern attack dice. Okay, so Anakin rolling 3 dice. Alright, looks like 2 hits. Okay. Alright, all dice must be in the box. Okay, so now Wampa 3 normal, then plus range is 4, and he has a focus token, so let's see if he can get out of there. Alright, looks like, 3 blanks and a focus, spending 1 focus, so 1 hit is going through on Wampa. Ooh, that wasn't pretty. Man, Wampa just needs something else. Okay, so alright, so Wampa down 2 holes. Still not half points yet, but one more shot on Wampa is gonna be that. And spending the charge on Wampa for being attacked. So we got a Duchess, we got Obi-Wan, Vermeil, doesn't look like anything. Measuring just to be safe, measuring all directions. Okay, so clean up. And in this tournament, at all tables right now, we have about 13 players playing right now, 1 bye. This will always be the top. The top table will always be streamed. This one just happened to be the pairing. Nothing else was happening before this. So, yeah, as Zachary Ferguson saying, we didn't even earn the stream. Yeah, they just happen to be paired up at table 1, which is the stream table. But after this, it's going to be the 2 players with the highest MOV from the other matches that are going to be playing at table 1. And a total of 3 matches on that. So right now, cleanups are not deciding what they're going for. Alright, so 2 downs down. Still with that target lock. Major Vermeil still has that target lock on. Now this is going to be the hard part, is what is Obi's going to be doing? Is he going to be turning around? Is he going to be just still trying to focus Obi-Wan? Because he's using Obi-Wan as bait. Trying to lure all the ships with Obi-Wan, and you can see right now as Anakin's just trying to clean up. We'll see, but it looks like Zachary Ferguson is ready to go. Alright, both players still deciding there. Oh, $3 down. Going up there. Alright. And personally, those gas clouds, there's almost no consequence to them. So you lose a focus. You don't have to roll for damage or anything. So aces love those gas clouds. And you can see why that perhaps at this tournament that a lot of people are going to be bringing their gas clouds to it. Alright, so here we go. So Wampa going a 5 straight. Okay, just trying to get out of there. Already taking some damage. Doesn't want to take any more damage. Okay, holding that. You can probably do nub to nub. Alright, so they're just going to mark Major Vermeil. Just so we can get an accurate. Oof. Did Wampa go too fast? Just try to get out of there in a hurry. Didn't look where he was going. It was like he bumps into the Duchess. So no action right there. Placing Major Vermeil back. Alright, so no action. So we're going to go to Major Vermeil with Adaptive. Oof. Alright, already placing. Alright, already placing his 1 banking. We've got to be careful. Whoa, hold on. The template wasn't all the way matched. There we go. There we go. Alright, so doing the 1 bank, cutting it really close to that debris cloud. So far, so good, but let's see what the maneuver he did was. Ooh, it looks like a hard one. If that template goes over, which is stressful on the Reaper. So if he goes over it, he's getting a... Oh, so both... Nope. Just barely scraping by, cutting it close. Taking the stress with Major Vermeil, but that's because of the red maneuver, not because of going over the debris cloud, so he does not have to roll. Next, we're gonna go to Luis's Duchess with adaptive. All right. All right. So it's gonna go one straight. Okay, great. All right, remarking right there. And then what is he doing? A three bank. All right. So holding the ship down, marking that. And there's that three bank. At which point Luis gets his action. All right, barrel rolling. Probably a good idea. Not too close to get. Not a good idea to get that close to the edge. All right. There we go. So that's his action. You like that? Okay. So now we're gonna go to Obi-Wan. All right. Oh, here we go. Finally, supernatural on Obi-Wan. He's barrel rolling. So remember, using supernatural allows you to do it before your actual maneuver, but he cannot do it. It's still an action, so he cannot use that barrel roll again as an action afterwards. He's just doing it early. So spend the force right there to barrel roll. Now it's going to be his maneuver, which he's revealing a three bank. Ooh, this might be Zachary. This might be Luis's time to capitalize. Oh, did not touch that debris cloud, so he still does get his action, but cutting it very, very close. Supernatural the next turn could get him out of there though. So deciding what he wants to do. Cannot barrel roll anymore, and doesn't look like he can boost. Zachary Ferguson deciding what a focus looks like. It's a giant eyeball. There we go. Alright, so just focusing, trying to play defensively. And now we're going to go to Lord Vader. Alright, there's that. Okay. Three bank turning in. Looks like we might have to mark Wampa. No, it's not in yet all the way. Hold on. Small angle. Yeah. Alright, clearing it. Don't have to move Wampa at all. Okay, not bad on Luis' behalf. Kind of turning in. Gets an action. Just focusing. Okay. And now we're going to go to Anakin Skywalker. Alright, three bank. Okay. Most likely turning into the fight. Yep. So actually with Major Vermeil, really not a bad position. It's got in, I'm not sure if it's Obi-Wan's an arc, but definitely Anakin's an arc. So a good play on Luis for turning in with Major Vermeil, for having those potential arcs. Trying to see where Zach is going on that. But Zachary Ferguson with Anakin Skywalker still has two afterburner charges. Could use them right now to do a boost action. Okay. So making Zachary Ferguson decide on what he wants to do. I got to give it up for Luis on that Major Vermeil turn in. Thought he was going to hit the debris cloud, did not. It's getting some arcs and has Director Kernick crew on that one. So Zachary Ferguson still deciding, is he going to play defensively? Is he going to go offensively? Is he trying to go for an attack right here? Trying to play the range 3, which would really help him out. Boosting. Measure for target lock. So many options. Okay, gonna attempt the target lock on Vader, which it's there. So it looks like he's probably gonna try playing it offensively. So there's the target lock, and that's his action. All right, and looks like that's it. So we're gonna go to the start of combat. We're gonna go with Darth Vader. Vader. Okay. Just remember, Vader has. So Luis has the initiative. So Darth Vader moves first and shoots first at level 6. Okay, so I think we determined already it was a range 3 when Zachary Ferguson measured for target lock, but we're just gonna make sure it's range 3 and not obstructed. Yeah, range 3. And so they're trying to determine which point is closest to closest. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go for not obstructed. All right. So Vader not having a target lock. Not having a target lock. So he's just gonna go with 2 dice primary. Let's see what we got right here. Oh, and he got 2 hits. Doesn't even spend the focus. All right, we're gonna be moving the dice out of there. All dice have to be in the dice box. All right, so 2 dice and then range is 3. So 3 for mannequin. Oh, 1. So perfect. I mean, that paid for earlier. So it looks like 1 hit is getting through on Anakin Skywalker, which is just a shield. Okay, so now we're gonna have Anakin's turn to fight, and Luis still has that focus action, hasn't used it yet. Okay, so 3 dice. Anakin getting 3. So Vader with 3 dice normally, so because of range, would be 4 dice on that one. So we got 3 on 4. Anakin Skywalker shooting. Oh, it looks like a hit. Focus blank. Spending target lock. Okay. Oh, so 3 hits right there. Spending a force, target lock. Okay. So 4 dice from Vader. Oh man, eyeballs. Okay, spending the force. I mean, sorry, spending a focus token. Hold on. All right, so now we're gonna go to the 5. So we're gonna go to Duchess. Nothing. Okay, Obi-Wan. Nothing. All right, Major Vermeil. Let's see if Major Vermeil has. They can check both arcs. Does ooh range 1 Obi-Wan. Mind you, Obi-Wan has a force, has a focus and a force, whereas Anakin already has 1 damage and 2 force remaining. Do you go after Anakin Skywalker or do you go after Obi-Wan, the range 1? Going for, I believe he's declaring Anakin Skywalker. So it's going to be 3 dice from Vermeil. Oh, gotta be in the box. Gotta be in the box. So rerolling that one. All right, so 3 hits. Okay. At which point he can.
You have no green tokens, so I'll go ahead and waste one of these to remove one of your shields using Vermeil's power.
All right, so using Vermeil's ability. When.
Oh wait, no, it just circles. It used to be everything.
Oh no, it used to be everything. That's 1.0 stuff. This isn't. So we're just gonna go with the 3 hits. We're gonna go with 3 hits.
Any result. Oh, so it changes the result to a hit. It
All right.
removes shield, or it changes you hit a damage on you into a crit. And it used to be across the board everything, but now according to this, or blanks, which I didn't get any.
Yeah, so just 3 hits. All right, so Zachary Ferguson's going in right now. 3 hits. All right, so range 2. So he's rolling 2 dice. Oh, he's spending another force, and so he's taking 2 damage, which I believe that's good, good, good. So that's 2 damage right there. So all shields are gone on Anakin, correct? So that is half points on Anakin Skywalker, which is putting Luis in the lead at 44. Nice job. Okay. All right. So it doesn't look like Wampa has anything either because he's turned the other way. So that's it. All right. So cleaning up. All right. So it looks like both players are cleaning up right now. And so this is what both players. Let me see if I can pull it up here. So this is what both players were talking about. Major Vermeil, when you perform an attack, if the defender does not have any green tokens, you may change one of your blank or eyeball results to a hit result, which Luis was going to do, but he rolled 3 hits anyway, so might as well just go with the 3 hits on that. So Anakin needs to be careful with being untokened for that part. Alright, so I'm updating some force. Uh, so recharging that one. So Anakin has two forces left. Okay, well, there we go. Okay. Alright. Man, not a bad round of combat. Very good. Okay. So far, a pretty close game. I wouldn't rule anything, especially with the ability that Anakin Skywalker can take a disarm token before he reveals his maneuver to regain one shield, which he might be using that time to do that. Okay, so both players still deciding what they want to do. With 43, about 44 minutes left in the match. Okay, so Zachary Ferguson already knows what he wants to do with Anakin Skywalker. Okay, I mean, I believe he only has three more hull left. Just trying to get out there, and then Anakin can get out of there with a 5 straight, afterburners, all that, etc., regenning. So let's see what he's doing. Okay, are all players ready? Okay, looks like all players are ready, so we're going to start with the Wampa. Alright, so is that a 3K or a 3 straight? Alright, so K turn from Wampa. Just trying to turn around, get back in the fight now. Now it's got enough space. It's going to take a stress. There we go. There's those streaming tokens. Oh, it's kind of hard to see with the glare, but that is a stress token. There you go. You can see that one perfectly. So right now we got Major Vermeil and Wampa stress. Okay, so no adaptive airlines because the ability says if you're stressed you cannot use it. So trying to clear that stress, he is doing a one bank, which is a blue maneuver, correct? Alright, so blue maneuver, turning in. Looks like no bump. Very nice. Clearing that. Let me see. So actions, because of direct recurrent on Major Vermeil, he does have a target lock action at his expense. Focus, evade a red, coordinate, jam, and now a target lock because of direct recurrent. Ooh, he's jamming Anakin Skywalker. Not a bad maneuver at all. Okay, so we're gonna go with Duchess now. Okay, this is the adaptive airlines. Okay, so there's the one bank adaptive airlines. Alright, and a hard two, which is a white maneuver. So no stress right there, but trying for Duchess to get back in the fights. Alright, still gets an action with Duchess. And he's doing a barrel. And let me remind you of Duchess's ability. You may choose not to use your adaptive airlines. And you may choose not to use it, and even when you're stressed, you could use it. So maneuverabilities with Duchess on this one. Okay, so a barrel roll from Duchess right there as his action. Oh, be careful with that gas cloud, but he knows what he's doing. Alright, Obi-Wan. So we're spending a force charge from Obi-Wan for Super Natural. Doing that barrel roll, you have to get out of that gas cloud, very smart. Okay. Ooh, hard two. So turning in. Ooh. So it looks like Obi-Wan being in prime position to attack Major Vermeil. But also don't forget about Duchess. Duchess has that. But hiding against the cloud too. Very very smart from Obi-Wan, using the cloud as a benefit and focusing as his action. Alright, Lord Vader. Alright, so that is a one bank. Okay. So let's see what. Okay, so it looks like Luis is reaching for target lock. Yeah, that's what Vader wants to do. He wants to get that target lock for his pilot, the ship's pilot ability, plus um, fire control. He's got fire control going on. So spending the force with Vader to do another action. So force. So yeah, so there's that regenning R2. So it's taking a disarm action. So, oh, I'm sorry, not a gen action. Weapons disabled. And spending the R2 astromech. So down to one, and that puts him back at tied, 0-0. Five straight, just trying to gun out of there. Okay, so they're marking Vader right now, and Anakin just five straight just to get out of there. And so Anakin still has the ability to boost, to barrel roll. Cannot attack though, taking that disarm to regen. So there's that disarm. Trying to think about what maneuver that he wants to be doing on this. Oh, and we gotta clean up that stress. Yeah, the jam's still there, and then that focus on Vader. There we go. Much easier. And there's the target lock for Vader to that. So Anakin having a target lock on him, a jam, and a disarm. Alright, it looks like Anakin just wants to get out of there. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna go to the start of combat, so we're gonna go to Darth Vader first. Nothing, so nothing from Vader. Anakin can't shoot because he's disarmed, so we're gonna go to the Duchess, Striker. Ooh, too obstructive, not getting the range one. Alright, so we got a two, just making sure. Alright, there's that two obstructed. Alright, so Duchess rolling three dice.
Okay, so basically, while you perform my attack, I can spend one hit, crit, or focus result. If you do, you can choose one. Defender loses one shield, or defender flips one face down damage card to crit.
So he's talking about optimized prototype, which I'll pull up right now and read that out. Seeing how that works. So,
Basically, anything that's not a blank, I can either use a shield or I can damage.
okay, well it's not on here. But optimized prototype
Yeah,
is
before you roll your
before he
defense.
rolls, he can use a blank or a focus. He can use a focus or a hit to discard it and automatically give one shield. All right, so
So I'll go ahead and spend one.
all right, so So he's already spending that hit to lose a shield off Obi-Wan. So automatically taking that damage with it. So rolling 3 from Obi-Wan.
So right now you have a hit crit.
Alright. So 1 damage went through because of the optimized throw attack. Oh, 2 evades and then Gas Cloud turns in 3. So actually a really good play from Luis because if that would have played out with the 3 hits, that would have been 3 evades right there. So we got Obi-Wan now, returning fire, Vengeance Fire, going after that range 1 to Vermeil. He's got Stealth Device, so Stealth Device is there in play. So that means Vermeil is going to be rolling 2. Alright, so spending the focus for 3. So it was a hit, focus, focus, blank. Spending the focus for 3 hits. Alright, here's 2 dives from Vermeil. So 1 of 8. So Stealth Device is now going off. So 2 shields and no more Stealth Device. Okay, so now we're going to go to Major Vermeil. That's a 3? Yeah. Wampa didn't defend because of disarm.
I don't know, but you got shot at last time. I have 1 damage. Right? What's his card? It says after defending, lose 1 energy.
Yeah, but you regen it every turn.
Oh. Yeah, so it should be regens.
But we're gonna allow that as a missed opportunity. If Zachary Ferguson wants to let it play out, he's letting it play out. So,
Thank you, sir.
but yeah, it regens. Yeah, so Wampa's ability doesn't just—it's not a one-time shot. It regens once at the end of the round.
Oh, so 3 damage? Unless it says something like if you have a damage card, do not regen this stuff.
Right. Okay. So spending it to roll 3 dice as opposed to 2, but it's a 3 naked. But the way Luis has been rolling, doesn't need it. Oh, took that time. I did. I'm sorry. Sorry. I know. I'm sorry. That was my fault. I feel responsible. 1 damage going through. He couldn't blink out. Oh, I got it. Alright, so he got that 1. Okay, so nothing right there. Alright, so we go to cleanup. Yeah. Alright, so cleaning up. Alright, no more orange tokens. Alright, so everyone is regenning back their force. So we have Darth Vader back at 3 force, we have Obi-Wan back at 3, and we have Anakin back at 3 force. So everyone's clean on force. So we have 2 shields off of Anakin, we got 1 shield off of Obi-Wan, and we got 2 shields off of Vermeil, still at 0-0 with 32 minutes left on the clock. A little less than 32. Alright, so both players, I mean, you see the battlefield right now just getting really cramped up in that middle. You know, the 2 Jedi is doing a great job just kind of surveying, getting in and out while they're leaving. A lot of arcs to dodge, though. It's very hard to dodge all those arcs when there's 4 of them pointed. But the way Luis is flying is pretty good, too. It's trying to keep everyone somewhat in formation, facing the same way and focus firing. Where Anakin and Obi-Wan trying to follow each other, trying to set each other up, but also have the ability to maneuver and get out of there when more than one arc is pointed at them. Okay, so get some dials already down. Alright, so going off that, so some good things going on from all players and kind of surveying the table a little bit. Trying to get an idea on who's going to be on the next stream table. Alright, I like what I'm seeing. Alright, so going back over here. Looks like Anakin Skywalker's dials down already. Looks like Louis just waiting on perhaps one more ship. Alright, Zachary Ferguson also decided what he wants to do with Obi-Wan. Remember, the options are there with Supernatural. Having all three forces can boost a barrel roll prior to revealing his dial to set him up. Especially that helps seeing what Vermeil is going to do first. And what Duchess is going to be doing first. Can really help Zachary Ferguson decide. So picking a maneuver that's not going to hurt him in any way, depending if he boosts barrel rolls prior to that. Okay, the two dials down, one. Okay, if your dial's set, make sure it's facing down. And both players really concentrate. I mean, this could make it. I mean, at one point, Luis was taking the lead, half points on Anakin. But that regen on Anakin put Zachary back up to a tie game of 0-0. So still anybody's game. All right, looks like we're waiting for perhaps two more dials for Luis. All right, so our timer says 28 minutes and 11 seconds, whereas the official timer, since we started a little bit late, it says 27 minutes and 51 seconds. So we're about roughly less than 20 seconds off, but let's hopefully that doesn't come to one. Okay, it looks like Luis is ready. Looks like, okay, so Wampa, let's go Wumps. Okay, going that two straight. Two straight is a blue maneuver, so it's going to clear that stress. All right, focus right there. All right, next we're going to go to Major Vermeil with Adaptive. Okay, going that one bank. Ooh, turning in. Alright, and he's stopping. Hammer time. Getting that stress. Alright, so now we're going to go to the Duchess. Okay, Adaptive Airlines is coming in. Alright, looks like Luis is going to be bank boosting to the ship's left, avoiding that gas cloud. And doing a two straight. Ooh. Potentially that could be going through that cloud. Yeah, it's looking like it. Okay, so he doesn't have to roll for damage. All it means is that he gets to skip his perform action step. So no action because of the gas cloud, and now we go to Obi-Wan. So Zachary Ferguson deciding if he wants to use supernatural reflexes or not. Still having all three force. Oh, decides not to. Doing a three bank. Ooh. Oh. Alright, so placing it right there. It looks like it's going to be going through that cloud. So that means that Obi-Wan is going to be skipping his perform action step. I'm just curious if Zachary Ferguson thought he was going to be able to thread the needle there, or
I was hoping to bump that chest.
Okay, so he was hoping for a bump. It was a little more, wasn't as wide as he thought it was. It wasn't as sharp of a turn as he thought it was, but happened. So now we have
I think I'm
Darth
close to
Vader.
anyway, so let's find out.
Oh, a 3 Talon.
This might be awesome.
Oh, yeah, that's the right Talon. Yeah, that's the right direction. Very nice. Hey, that happens, guys. Sometimes we see the wrong, but setting up a shot, perhaps, for Obi-Wan. Maybe not such a bad move after all for Obi-Wan. Having a clear shot at Darth Vader here. That's a stress, and that's it. And now we're going to go to Anakin Skywalker. And a 5K. Okay, so we're going to be marking Wampa. Oh, never mind. We're just going to go nubs to nubs. So that's a good turnaround right there. Right there. All right, so stress.
It is stress, but my ability, after you fully execute a maneuver, if there is an enemy ship in your firing arc at range 0 to 1, or in your bullseye, you may spend a force to remove one stress token.
All right, so Anakin Skywalker's ability. Let me throw that up for you guys to just tell you what he just did right now.
Yeah, I'm going to target lock him.
So the reason why this happened was because Anakin Skywalker, after you fully execute a maneuver, if there is an enemy ship inside your arc at 0 to 1, which Wampa is, or in your bullseye, you can spend one force to remove a stress. So at that point, he removed the stress, and now he gets. And that happens after you fully execute the maneuver. So before the perform action step. So it takes the target lock on Wampa. Okay, so now we're gonna go to dice, and doesn't look like Vader has anybody. Hold on, let me remove this. Sorry. Doesn't look like Vader has anyone in arc, so we're gonna go to Anakin, attacking Wampa. Up in the dice, has to be in the dice. That one was a is a I think it was a hit. It was a hit. Okay. All right, so spend the target lock. All right. So spending the force as focus, so turns it into 4 hits. All right, so Wampa rolling 3 dice with a focus token. So, all right. All right, let's see. I'm gonna be quiet, so good things can happen here. So 2 damage is going through to Wampa, and that's a dead Wampa. All right. So just, all right, so let me go back to Wampa right there. So dead Wampa. Sorry about that. So what do we got right here? All right, so 2 hits and a crit going into. All right, so Obi-Wan spending 2 force. So Obi-Wan has no more force. He's got 1 force left. He's spending. All right, so spending 2 force to avoid. So 3 of. Alright, so they're trying to determine if Obi-Wan has. It looks like it from this angle. Alright. Yep. Alright, so 4 dice from Obi-Wan going into Major Vermeil. he's really charging up those dice. You got one force. Ooh. So 2 blanks and 2 eyeballs. He can use one force. He's spending the force. So 1 damage. Alright. And maybe Vermeil can get lucky and get that evade. 1 dice. 1 dice. Natties! Naturals. Alright, so that was just pretty much a wasted force from Obi-Wan. Alright, so no more force from Obi-Wan. And Wampa's dead, so Zachary Ferguson taking the lead with destroying Wampa for 30 points. So, so both at one. Oh, so there was some damage. I missed that. Sorry. There we go. Alright, so both at one shield. One more damage to either Obi-Wan or Anakin will put Luis in the lead with some points. But we'll see. We still have 18 minutes left in this game. Let's see what happens right here. Okay. Players are recharging their force. So we got one right there. And Anakin used his force. Okay. So right here, we're going right there. Let me see, Luis. Now having to worry about one less dial. Okay, we're seeing how that goes. So Wampa's out of the game right now. Zachary Ferguson deciding if he's going to commit to a Major Vermeil, which is probably the closest thing to half health, or Duchess. Trying to get out of there. Remember, only has one force right now, so that's supernatural. He needs to decide if he's going to be using a force for offense defense modifications or for a supernatural ability. Anakin Skywalker, remember, turned around but is no longer stressed because of the ability of being 0 to 1 inside the firing arc, spending a force for that. So we got Anakin at one force, we got Obi-Wan at one force, both with one shield left, 1 point away from half. We have a clean Vader. We have a Major Vermeil, who needs 2 to half. And we got a clean Duchess. And remember, with Duchess's ability, Adaptive Airlines doesn't count as counts as a maneuver, but since it's happening not as the maneuver step, it can still do that force if it gets still does an action if you can get out of there. So Zachary Ferguson is ready to go. Luis double checking his maneuvers just to make sure that everything's right. There's a target lock in the middle. I don't know whose target lock that is. There it is. Okay, thank you. All right. So Luis getting back 2 of his dials just to make sure that he's doing the right thing. Alright, I think both players are agreeing that this is a very good, intense match. It can go anyone's way, and it's exciting to see. This is, even though this pairing was just by luck and not by skill, still it's a very good, it's a good turnout right here. Alright, so it looks like Luis is ready to go, so there's no more Wampa, so we're going to be jumping to Major Vermeil. No adaptive because he is stressed. Actually, Major Vermeil could use adaptive. Oh, it's Duchess, never mind. Sorry. I get them both confused. Alright, so this is just Nominu, which is a 1 bank. Is he going to be able to... Oh, let's see. Let's see. Can he clear it? It looks clean to me. So clearing the stress, so Major Vermeil does get an action. Well, Vermeil gets an action. So we're waiting for the action from Vermeil. So Luis acquiring. Yeah. Ooh, very nice play. He's choosing a jam Obi-Wan. Man, get that peanut butter and jelly because he is jammed. All right, so that's a good way. I mean, trying to get that one damage off Obi-Wan. So still Obi-Wan with the R2 Astromech. Ooh. So I believe he just chose to skip. Okay. Just wanting the positioning on that. Okay, so this was skipping, correct? The adaptive? Okay, so that's a maneuver, so that means that no action though, because he went over the debris cloud as a maneuver. Okay, so placement's right there. Alright, and then we're gonna go to Obi-Wan, sorry, Obi-Wan. Is he going supernatural? So supernatural, no more force on Obi-Wan. Yeah, I'm telling you, Obi-Wan is hard to hit. So for you to do as much damage as Luis is doing, I think it's pretty good. I've had a lot of trouble with Obi-Wan. Anakin, not so much. Obi-Wan, he's all right. So now he's using R2 Astromech to regain. So the R2 Astromech, just to clear this up, after you reveal your Dow, you may spend one energy and gain one disarm to recover shield. So that's why back on two shields for one, but one less Astromech. All right, and action, just trying to get out of there. All right, now we go to Lord Vader. All right, just be careful of that debris. Okay, so clearing the stress right there with Darth Vader. Still has that target lock on Anakin Skywalker. So just a focus. Okay? Anakin. So Anakin is using his last R2 to regen a shield. So back at two shields right there. Revealing the maneuver. Okay. So it still gets an action. Alright, thinking about the hard two, so no afterburners coming in right now. Alright, so final force on Anakin. Okay. So go in that barrel roll right there. Alright, so it looks like we're gonna go to Darth Vader. So let's measure for. I doubt anything has anything. Nobody has anything on that. So, but there's that disarm. Out. So both Jedi's are facing the outside. Doesn't look like anything else. All right, so we'll clean up. All right, still with 10 minutes left. Let me give everyone a 10-minute warning. Be right back. All right, just giving everyone a 10-minute warning, seeing how that goes. We're gonna have at least 2 more matches after this guy. So once this match is over, we'll announce the winner. We'll stop streaming for a few minutes, set up the next tournament, then we'll start streaming for round 2 and then round 3. Really hard right now. Zachary Ferguson taking the lead. Could run. I mean, ethically, I don't support that. Checking each other's dials to see what each maneuver they can do. But yeah, with the Jedi, I mean, he could just run away. But this also is a game of MOV, so it may not. Zach could probably win this match if he runs away, but it probably hurt him in the long run. So Luis also looking at the Jedi's dials, just trying to see what he's doing. So going up there. Oh man. But thank you guys for tuning in. Really appreciate the support that's going on. Oh, very nice. Wow, going. Let's see what's gonna happen right here. Just gonna check the dice cam really fast. All right, there we go. Just gotta get rid of that. Okay. Oh man. But still, anyone's game, like I said. Just depending on the strategy that Zach wants to play. It could be a little more aggressive. I think. I mean, winning off 30 points in the long run is really worth it. When some of the players are probably gonna get 200 MOV. So we'll see if Zach's going to be a little more aggressive or he's going to be a little more passive. Trying to get the win or trying to get a secure win. Yeah. Where Luis is going to have to try to play catch up with less than 8 minutes left in the game. Seeing if he's going to focus on Obi-Wan or focus on Anakin. It's going to seem really hard to focus on both, especially with Obi-Wan still having one more regen left in him than that. But Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi are down, ready to go. Yep. So Luis still pending. Because remember, adaptive airlines is going to come into play, so Luis also has to be thinking about uh, positioning before the maneuver on that. All right, Luis looks like he's just ready to go. So we're going to go to Major Vermeil with adaptive. Looks like trying to avoid that debris cloud right there. Let's see if it turns into the right or to the left. All right, Vader got knocked back a little bit. Zachary Ferguson cleaning it up. All right, and the maneuver. Was that a one bank as well? Oof. Oh, one talent. I'm sorry. Sloopy. No. Facing the front. Facing the front. There you go. Alright. Still getting used to his one talent rolls right there. Okay, so he turned around just like that. Alright, so getting that stress right there. Now we're going to go to Duchess. Adaptive. Can choose to use adaptive. Doesn't have to. Oh, okay. There we go. All right, so the adaptive is a 1 bank. And then the actual maneuver is a 3 bank. Let's see which direction that 3 bank is going to be going. Ooh, all right, so the focus is on Obi-Wan now. Got good arc right now, but I mean Obi-Wan trying to get out of there and see how well that pairs him for. So Luis deciding what action he wants to do right here. Alright. He's barrel rolling, trying to secure that arc. Don't forget, Vermeil does have adaptive. I mean, oh, direct to clinic. That's what he has. Not optimized. I'm thinking optimized but that's on. Oh, that is Duchess. Yeah, Duchess has that. All right, so now we're gonna go to Obi-Wan. Are we doing supernatural? Oh, checking his dial to see if he wants to do supernatural. Only got one force. One force? Yeah. Only got one force. All right, supernaturally a barrel roll, so Obi-Wan being all out of barrels. I mean, all out of supernatural, all force. Sorry. Oh, okay. Hard two, just trying to get out of there. Okay. And now just boosting just to get out of there. That is a close call. All right, Vader. All right, Vader. All right. Ooh, 5 straight, trying to go for it all against Anakin Skywalker. And with it coming down less than 3 minutes, this is still anybody's game. Vader already having that target lock on Anakin doesn't need to have that. So having 3 dies with fire control, with some force, I mean Vader is not to be reckoned with. Even his younger counterpart, Anakin Skywalker, will have some trouble with that. And just focusing. A hard one. Nicely played by Zachary Ferguson. Can still get out of arc. Possibly. So this is the final force from Anakin. Alright. Possibly trying to get out of arc. Alright, and just focusing. Alright. So there's the focus. So now we're gonna start a combat. So Darth Vader. Let's see if Darth Vader has arc on Anakin. From this angle, it doesn't look like it. But let's find out. Nice arc dodging from Zachary Ferguson. Oof. Alright. Anakin looks like a range 2. Let's get the one template. Let's get the one template. So one. Okay. So that means Vader's gonna be rolling 4 dice with one blank, not a focus, but one blank turned into an evade. Anakin's gonna be rolling 4 dice as well because it's range 1. So it's gonna be a 4-on-4 right here. All right, let's see what we got. All right, so hit, crit, crit. So 3 damage in total. Hit, crit, crit. Let's see, Vader 4 dice. All right, and then no auto. Then the gas cloud.
Oh, the auto one.
So four damage. So Vader untouched. Okay, so now we're gonna go to Obi-Wan, and they're declaring that's time. So let's see if anything can be done here. Nothing. Emil, nothing, and that's time. All right, so we got Zachary Ferguson with 30 points and Luis with 0 points. At one point having 44 points, but because of the regenning ability, really close match. Both players can be winners in this one. How determined Luis did his flip, but that regen is nothing to mess with. And Zach with low MV can't feel too good. Got to play catch up in the rest of the tournament, but it's a start right here. Congratulations on both players. Zachary Ferguson and Luis putting that up. And so we're going to start the streaming right now, guys. Thank you for tuning in. About a few minutes, we're going to start round 2, so keep in touch. Good game. The handshake. There's the handshake. All right.